The 777 anti-ice and rain systems keep critical areas of the airplane clear of ice or rain. Engine cowls are heated by engine bleed air. 3 mid-wing slats are heated by bleed air from the left and right bleed air ducts. Flight deck windows and all probes are heated electrically. There are no flight deck controls and indicators for probe heat. Now let's examine each individual system, starting with primary ice detection. The primary ice detection system is fully automatic. It includes 2 fuselage side-mounted probes. If ice buildup is sensed by either probe, both probes are heated until fully de-iced. This is called an icing cycle. During automatic operation, engine anti-ice activates soon after icing is detected. Wing anti-ice activation is delayed until a greater number of icing cycles has occurred. If icing is not detected for several minutes, both systems are automatically deactivated. The ice detection system is also reset for the next icing encounter. Now let's look at anti-ice operation in more detail. Wing and engine anti-ice controls are located here. To help us review the engine anti-ice controls, first, display the air synoptic. Engine anti-ice indications are displayed here. Engine anti-ice is controlled through these 2 selectors. The off position commands the anti-ice valves closed. The on position commands the valves open, allowing manual operation of the system, both on the ground and in flight. For example, during taxi and icing conditions. The auto position enables automatic operation of the valves in flight. Auto is the normal pre-flight setting. Position the selectors to on and note the indications. System operation is indicated by the open valves and green flow lines to the engine cowls. Because each engine system is self-contained, no other anti-icing air source is available should an engine fail. Engine anti-ice operation is also indicated here. The respective EAI symbol is displayed whenever the associated engine anti-ice valve is open. Continuous ignition is automatically controlled by the EEC auto relight system. Before we move on to wing anti-ice operation, reposition the engine selectors to auto. Wing anti-ice is controlled by a single selector. Wing anti-ice indications are displayed here. The off position commands both wing anti-ice valves closed. The on position is used to manually operate the system, but is operable only in flight. The auto position enables automatic operation in flight and is the normal pre-flight setting. System logic inhibits all wing anti-ice operation on the ground. Also, all operation is inhibited for 5 minutes after takeoff if total air temperature is 10 degrees or above. In addition, automatic operation is inhibited after takeoff for up to 10 minutes in takeoff thrust or until transition to climb thrust. When the valves are commanded open, flow lines are displayed. Also notice that both wing ducts can be supplied from a single air source through both bleed air ducts and the isolation valves. Indications for wing anti-ice are located here. When activated in flight, the WAI symbols are displayed as each valve opens. Next, let's discuss window heat. The window heat system electrically heats all flight deck windows. When the system is first activated, a reduced power warm-up cycle is used to reduce window thermal shock. All windows are heated for anti-fog protection. In addition, the forward windows are heated for anti-ice protection. The forward windows are also provided with a backup power source for anti-fogging. The window heat controls are located here. The window heat switches are shown here in the off position. The inoperative light illuminates whenever a switch is off. During normal operations, however, the switches are always on. Turn on the window heat switches. Notice that the inop lights are extinguished. During pre-flight, the switches are checked on with all lights extinguished. Before discussing non-normals, let's look at windshield rain removal. A liquid rain repellent system is not installed on the 777. Instead, the pilot's windshields are treated with a hydrophobic coating. The coating inhibits surface wetting and causes water droplets to roll off with minimal wind. As speed increases, so does the effectiveness of the coating. The windshield wiper controls are located here. 3-speed windshield wipers are controlled by these selectors. Off stops the wipers. The intermittent position operates the wipers with a short delay between wipes. Low operates the wipers continuously at low speed, while high selects high speed. To avoid scratching the hydrophobic coating, do not operate the wipers on dry windshields. Before electrical power-up, make sure both selectors are in the off position. This concludes normal system operations. Now let's look at some non-normal conditions. A caution message is displayed whenever the ice detection system commands engine anti-ice on and one or both engine anti-ice selectors are off. An advisory message is displayed if wing anti-ice is commanded on and the wing selector is off. Both messages are inhibited while on the ground. Remove the messages by setting the anti-ice selectors to auto. This caution message is displayed if an engine fan case overheat occurs from either an engine anti-ice or starter duct leak. The anti-ice valve is automatically commanded closed. If the fan case cools normally, the leak message is removed, and the anti-ice loss engine advisory message appears. Engine anti-ice is no longer available. However, if the leak message remains after time is allowed for cooling, engine thrust must be reduced to avoid structural damage. Reduce power until the message is removed or idle is reached. Engine shutdown is not required since no damage will occur at idle thrust. Leave icing conditions as soon as practical. Cancel the remaining message. This advisory message is displayed when the anti-ice valve is commanded open but remains closed due to valve or controller failure. Position the left selector to off, then to on, and let's see what happens. Because the valve opened, the failure is in the automatic controller. Use the on position and operate anti-ice manually for the affected engine. If the valve had remained closed, Anti-ice for the left engine would not be available. For this condition, the selector would be positioned to off. Avoid icing conditions. The anti-ice wing message is displayed with the same set of conditions just discussed, but applies to wing anti-ice valve operation. Both valves close to prevent asymmetrical anti-icing. Position the wing anti-ice selector to off, then to on. In this case, a valve has failed closed. The other valve remains closed and wing anti-ice is not available. Position the wing anti-ice selector to off. Cancel the ICAS messages. This advisory message is displayed if either the left or right engine anti-ice or wing anti-ice selector is on, but icing is not detected and total air temperature is above 10 degrees. Position the selectors to auto to remove the message. An advisory message is displayed when automatic ice detection operation and alerting have failed. All anti-ice systems must be operated manually if icing conditions are encountered. Cancel the message to proceed. The window heat message displays during ground operations only. It reduces clutter on ICAS by replacing other window heat messages when 2 or more are set. Turn on the window heat switches to proceed. This message is displayed if window heat to the forward right window is inoperative due to an overheat or system fault. Messages for the other windows are similar. To reset the fault, push the switch off, then on. If a forward window fault will not reset, backup heat is automatically provided for anti-fogging. If center pitot probe heat fails, this message is displayed. In this condition, erroneous indications on the standby airspeed indicator are possible in icing conditions. If left or right pitot heat fails, continue to use normal airspeed displays. The air data attitude switches should remain off. The associated alternate display is unreliable in icing conditions. This message indicates all pitot heat has failed. All air data may be erroneous if icing is encountered. Cancel the message. This completes the instruction portion of the anti-ice and rain protection lesson.